man. Hot diggity damn lamb. We had to do the short and then a full reaction on this draft so far. This is why we waited for the weekend when Smitty and I had time to give our full attention so you can have our full reaction as a podcast to everything going on. Smitty, Lamb at the, was that the 105?
That was the 105. That was
the
indeed the 105.
Oh, I totally missed the name on that one. It should have been Hot Diggity Damn Lamb 5. All right, I could have rhymed 5 better. I meant to kind of twist that. All right, never mind. Anyhow, so, I want your full thoughts. You know I know we just got the shakeup of the draft, but now let's actually talk about the pick. And I'm going to talk a little bit about my side, too, on my feelings. Let's go. What do you got, Smitty?
Well, I just want to bring it back to Jerry Jones, man. I mean, he is quite the intriguing general manager. I mean, he's quite the intriguing owner of one of the most beloved teams in the NFL. I mean, like, we couldn't have paired I'm not going to say better. We couldn't have paired a more a more exciting. I'm gonna just say exciting. There are words I'd rather use. I just can't think of them. But Jerry Jones to own the Cowboys is honestly some definite reality show type shit, some soap opera shit. I mean, we got this guy owning the Cowboys is a spectacle. I really don't know how else to put it. Him owning the Cowboys is a spectacle. And with that being said, he will every year when they fail in the playoffs, every single year, and consistently for 29 years, I should add, he loves to say this shit like, hey guys, we're just going to go all in. Hey guys, next season, it ain't going to be like last season. We're going to turn it around and we're going to get it done. We're going to smoke them. We're going to power through. We're going to observe our shortcomings and succeed. This man has done a poor job at that. If anything, he's great at doing what he is known for, and we like consistency in the fantasy community, okay? I'm sorry, I know all that was just for me to basically say that Jerry Jones is a man of consistency instead of a man of splashes. So, with that being the case, CD Lamb, CD, 2 minutes in. With that being the case, CD Lamb at 105 is a genuine bet for consistency because if we look at the situation in the Cowboys, Dak is probably going to get extended. Micah probably is. I mean, the OC is the same. The DC is probably going to get worse, which is great for the offense, of course. So whatever the hell you saw out of Sedarian De Leon Lamb in 2023, we can practically pin that in for similar production in 2024. And that's fantastic. So,
Do you like the pick, Smitty?
I'm sorry. I love the pick. I adore the pick.
Okay.
And what I love most about this pick is that this is one of those balancing act of contending now as well as for the future because of Sedarian getting into his first contract. Like, I love this pick. I'm ecstatic for this pick. Bryce T, I'm so happy you did this. All right. What do you have to say? I'm sorry.
I love and hate this pick all within the same time. All right. So, what I love about this pick, here we go, is this was the vision we had of the league, Smitty, is bringing in the best of the best players in their philosophies of how they play so we don't have a friggin' league of nothing but the same players trying to do the same thing. I absolutely love this. This is a anti-process trade. This is a call your shot on a player trade. I love Bryce, and he is one of the best fantasy football players. So our redraft podcast that we do, I do nothing but praise Bryce over and over. He's a fantastic player. I just play a different style. I'm a process trader. I believe I could have taken that 105 and traded back to the 10th and gotten a piece of anything. And if CD Lamb is who I really wanted to do, I would have rocked out and taken a third to trade back to the 110 to get him. But also, process side, I think it could have got a lot more. Now, with that said, let's call the shot caller a shot caller. I love it. This is a different style that I play. He said, you know what? I want the wide receiver one. I feel this is the wide receiver one. And if he is the wide receiver one, then you just got to steal in the draft at the 105. So two different styles that we play, and we've got more than just two different styles in this league. I think we got five, maybe six.
I love that.
Oh, I put together some sharks. So, Spinny, did you ever see the movie Bloodsport?
I never did.
Okay, one tonight. Go back and watch it. It's Claude Van Damme. It's amazing. Too much to explain, but basically, Frank Dewey, he's a real guy. He goes over. He gets trained by this basically incredible guy in Taekwondo or however they fight. They go to a tournament in Japan or Korea. I can't even remember right now. And it's a winner take all. You fight a bunch of things, and basically he goes in there and kicks everybody's ass. But they bring in the best of every style of fighter from Bloodsport. So my vision of the league was really just to be like Bloodsport, bro. But
Okay.
so let's we is Bryce inspiring us to update our wide receiver ranks, or you want to put De Leon in the one?
Well, because I dislike the Cowboys so much, I'll never do that. But I will say this: I can't really speak for Bryce T. I can't do that at all. But if I'm trying to gather what he's giving, that is a true bet for consistency. Because frankly, at this moment, we don't know we don't know what Justin Jefferson's situation is, and though we deep down do believe Justin Jefferson to be quarterback proof, the options available for the Vikings at this moment means we're really gonna have to see in 2024. I mean, because they gotta go rookie or they gotta go bum. And then let's look at Chase. I think Chase is. I think Chase is my favorite receiver. Chase and Puka. I mean, I love the two. But what I'm saying is, last year we saw a massive downgrade from Chase because we found out that Burrow's health is truly questionable and it's truly scary. So the consistency coming out of Chase, unfortunately, proven in 2023 ain't there. Lamb is something we could plant in. So I love that. I love the bet on consistency. I mean, I can't stop saying it. I love the bet on consistency.
I love this draft so far. I love
Yeah.
this draft. We go scratch, and then Bryce shakes the shit out of everything. And nothing I love more. I don't even care what strategy, what philosophy. I don't care. I love it when someone just shakes the crap out of a draft, because I am telling you right now, this shaked up some people on the turn, on the 1-2 turn, that really thought CeeDee Lamb was going to be there. Do you remember our mock draft when I went? I did CeeDee Lamb, some got at the 112-2-1, right? There's a lot of people that have been building teams all year with some sort of combo with CeeDee Lamb in that 112-2-1, whether or not it's a QB, him, but they've been drafting him right there and happy. So, Bryce just said, screw you guys, man. I'm going to go get my guy. That's incredible. But we got to talk about Jalen Hurts.
We have to. We have to.
Yeah, hey, Yancy, that was such a great pick that you just had. Sorry, we went ahead and talked about the CeeDee Lamb pick first. So we get Jalen Hurts at the 104. So I think that pretty much went chalk for what I've been seeing. Sometimes I see Hurts go before Stroud. Not too many places, though. I mean, Stroud's really solidified that 3 spot. And anyone listening to this as well, I mean, I know a lot of people want to pull up keep, trade, cut, those types of things. That's not really us in this podcast. We don't really care too much about keep, trade, cut. I think Smitty does a little bit more than me. I don't care about it at all.
I've never been on the site.
Yeah,
That's not true. I don't like the site, is what I meant to say.
Yeah, we're tier based. We're big time on tier based. Even though we think differently, we definitely are tier based. So I just kind of look at clusters of players rather than keep, trade, cut. Where was I going with this, Smitty? I just got off track.
No, we want to highlight Jalen Hurts at the 104.
Yeah,
I think that's quietly a fall, but it's you can also look at the discussion between 103, 104, CJ Stroud, Jalen Hurts is something to be had. But at the end of the day, it's really a difference of opinion, right?
I would rather have C.J. Stroud than Jalen Hurts.
Okay, so you say 103 should be C.J. Stroud.
So here's why. So last year, Jalen Hurts was the dude you couldn't get enough of. The dude you couldn't get enough of. So when I look at him this year, if he just does what he did last year, he's still not that dude that you want everything of. His think about it. No, we've seen his ceiling. I think we've seen his ceiling. He could continue to do his ceiling, but we've seen it. The unknown of what CJ Stroud's ceiling could be. Look, I want to take a risk on something that is so incredible that you can't touch me on a positional advantage. And I do believe that maybe CJ Stroud could get there. More than likely he doesn't, Smitty. But I want to take that chance on that because when the day's done, if I get what I got out of his rookie year for the next 3 years, I'm so happy. And if Jalen Hurts outproduces him a little bit, so be it. So it's just, that's just kind of how I look at it. Now, 4-point passing touchdown, that might swing me a little bit. I don't know because I haven't been thinking like that today, but it might change that if it's a 4-point, but I don't actually think it would if I was on the clock. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I do actually. Yeah, I do. I mean, Jesus. C.J. Stroud, I have to get his age real quick.
It's got to be 24, right? 23? 22?
You know what? He is, I'll find out right now, he is 22. 22. That actually, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna just admit this right now. I hate the people who, in Dynasty, age is the only thing that matters.
Nope.
I have been swayed completely just now. CJ Stroud is no question the 103 and a Superflex league at this point. 22? Slinging it like that? What? I'm blown away. Like, that's like the new reiteration of Burrow, in my opinion. Like, that's crazy. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts is 25. I mean, I'm very okay. I'm with you. I prefer CJ Stroud, but with Jalen Hurts, you do get these rushing upside. Period. Now I'm wondering. I don't even know if I want to say this. Now I'm wondering if you'd rather have Hurts or Lamar at this point.
I haven't even got into that one. You are correct. We'll save that.
We'll save that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
We'll save that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save that. So here's another thing about we know who they are. We know what A.J. Brown is right now, and I believe we know what Devontae Smith is right now. Do we know who Tank Dell and who Nico Collins can be together? And now they got Dalton Schultz also in that offense.
Okay, well, first off, I'm super glad you mentioned the weapons because I have to go back to it real quick. The weapons alone make me vastly prefer Hurts over Lamar. Now, going to your conversation, I know, this is what I know. I don't know. I know Nico is all reliable in this offense, and Schultz being super, super reliable when shit gets scary. But Tank Dell, in my humble opinion, is when I don't know what to do, when the plan is falling apart, but I still want to make a big play, which this 22-year-old kid, of course, that's his mindset. He's going to Dell. So, Cali Boys, Adrian Dunn did it, Snake Eyes. I would strongly consider trying to pair that up with Tank Dell. Though you can't be wrong with Nico, and if it doesn't fall the way you want to, F both of them because Stroud's going to get the touchdown points regardless. It's just, I think Tank Dell has the better when things fall apart improvisational mindset than Nico, who's a little more by the book to me. I don't know. That's just my assumption from what I saw. What say you?
So I will say, if anyone wants that take, they can go back about 4 episodes,
Right.
and you can get that take on Tank versus Nico. We broke that down pretty good, and let's. I'm going to leave that off so we don't sway anybody's decisions at the moment. But I want to say one thing that you mentioned when you talk about age. Age matters to me for two positions and not really anything else. And by that I mean it matters for quarterback and it matters for running back for me. Um, if we have a breakout young quarterback, that matters to me. That sways a decision for me to go draft that guy over someone that's even 2 years older than him. If we have an older running back, yeah, I want that younger in there. But wide receivers, tight ends, they can do some really good things as they get older. That some running backs can't. But if you're going to do what you did at 22 years old, I can expect that you can do that for the next 6-8 years. I mean that I think you can really lock in if you're not injured. But plus the other side of the age mattering for quarterback is quarterbacks are so protected now. And I know I got some mud on my face when I'm done saying this because we had so many quarterback injuries last year. But man, these things are like flukes. We're talking about torn Achilles where no one's touching you. I mean, but you can't touch these quarterbacks. You can't hit them low. Like they're more protected than ever. So injuries should be less, and they actually have been less until last year. But if we don't have these fluke injuries on old quarterbacks, then yeah. So I'm on another tangent, but cheers. That's where we're at. Anything else you want to say through 5 rounds?
No, I'm just really happy with the pick 104 and 105. I can't wait to see how the rest of the first round shakes up. And hey, you're at 110, man. I can't wait to see what you're gonna do because that
My
shakes some shit up.
my head's spinning. I don't know. I've got 3 different strategies in mind that I would like to try from here, and it's just which one I want to do more. But that just shook some things up with CeeDee Lamb. I will tell you that. This team was possibly going to be my first share of CeeDee Lamb. So thanks, Bryce. Um, but regardless, Bryce, I love you. I love the way you play. We're just thinking a little differently in Dynasty. Cheers.